Okay, it still doesn't work. Fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. Well, hello boys, here I am. Um, my stream still doesn't work. Isn't it wonderful, wonderful, wonderful? Luke Martin can't explain shit. Yeah, I know you can hear the game, but I can't show the screen.
They just showed the Discord.
Yeah, Connor, we are having just a few problems. Wait, why did it not work? Oh yeah, now it works. Why is it on one? I am so confused. Yes! We are here! Finally! We made it for the last run of Quali. And the sound is still... No! No! How do I turn off the fucking sound from starting soon? How do I turn that off? Oh, Connor, you set me up for failure here, you know. You asked Luke to instruct me how to do it. It was always a recipe for disaster. Oh my god, how do I mute it? No, not the fucking Discord! Oh my god. Wait. Oh, I don't know what to fucking do. Right, so that doesn't work. Text, background music, yes. Oh my god. No! Oh my god. I am so fuming. I guess we're gonna have this music. Oh my god. Well, hello boys. Good evening. We're here, and the names are not even correct anyway. We're here for the season opener. It's all going very smoothly, as you can see. So far in this quali session, where is the fucking track map? Oh my god. Do I have it somewhere here? No! Oh wow, really, Connor? Really? The track map is on full track map! Oh my god. Well, we're gonna just roll with it. Bean is so far in P1 with Adam Jack P2, Khan in P3, Van Dyke P4, Gotting P5, McKeever P6, Britain. Ooh, as Bean has a massive slide. F1. It doesn't. Oh yeah. Oh lovely. Thank you. Brother, I have no clue what I'm fucking doing, and there's so fucking music in my ear the whole time. But Bean has fucked this lap up. We see Rank in P10 who has been. Thank you, Ice Cream. Thank you very much. I don't even know what the button is for. Oh, that should be 0, right? Yeah. Here comes Rank over the line. What will he put? He's so far in P10. And he goes to P2. It's a Mercedes 1-2. And AFJ starting his lap. And it's another Alpha. Oh, I can't even. Oh. Connor, I hate you so much. Do you know that? I can't even keep track of what's going on. It's a disaster. How do I mute the fuck? Okay, wait. We're gonna see some more Discord here. If I lock it, no. How do I turn? Don't. No! Oh my god. Fuck you, Talbot. I hate you with a passion. Oh! Fucking hell. We're just going back to the stream real quick. Britain has finished his lap in P7 and Glaudemakers, a newbie, finished in P10. AFJ only P3 for him, which he will not be that happy with. It's only P8 for Conor McKeever, P5 for Adam Jack, P5 for Van Dyke now. As many people are crossing the line, it will only be Khan, the Tier 2 champion, goes to pole in his first race in Tier 1. Potts was smiling from ear to ear, but the Tier 2 champ is now in P1, while Gotting goes into the pits. So that's it for qualifying, and it's Khan in P1. Wow. And then I will give this. No. Can someone please tell me how to turn this fucking sound off now? Plus, yeah, if you were fucking here, Connor, you. It would have made my life a bit easier, as I wouldn't have had advice from Luke Martin on how to stream. Okay. I'm gonna put this like this, yes. If I add now to source. Oh my god. Yes. We made it. Yes! We did it! Vamos. Okay. We're finally here. Khan is in P1, Bean in P2, Rank in P3, Fox Johnson in P4, the Mercedes being in an AlphaTauri sandwich for the first 4 spots. Then it's Gotting P5, Van Dyke P6, Adam Jack P7, McKeever P8, Britain on his Tier 1 return in P9, and Glaudemakers in P10. Let's hope the qualifying goes a bit more, or the race goes a bit more smoothly than the qualifying. As we don't have a lobby restart actually, so we're gonna go straight into the race. I am wondering what the strategies are going to be. Is it a hard medium, soft hard, soft medium? Who knows, who knows? Will we see a gamble? Will we see a Conor Radcliffe 2-stop? I don't know. Only time will tell. As there are a lot of people in my flat right now, so I hope you guys don't hear them too loud. But let's be real, the stream has gone to shit anyway. We're just here to have a good time. Don't judge me for this. Judge and blame Luke Martin. It's all his fault. Let's that be clear from the start. No, they are not. Oh my god. They're gonna stay here as well. This is gonna be 5 lights. And away we go. The game is lagging nicely. But Khan gets a decent start. Gets off well in P1. But the AlphaTauri of AFJ makes the move on Bean. And goes actually into P2 ahead of Rank as well. He gets the double overtake to make it an AlphaTauri P1-2. Well, it's Gotting looking for the move on the Mercedes drivers. And there's a spin! There's a spin! Or a half spin at least. It looks like Bean is the main person who feels the consequences of the contact as he drops all the way down to P7. But also it's Van Dijk now into P10. As Gotting goes into P4. It's not a clean start of the race. Well, Britain goes for the move. Britain still on the inside of Adam Jack. They keep it clean, but Adam Jack keeps the position. Well, it is still Britain going for the move actually. On the inside again. Oh, it's contact. But Britain makes the move. Oh my god. Oh my. There is a lot of contact. It's been into the pit, or no, sorry. Van Dijk going into the pits and getting a penalty. And it's Adam Jack is getting the penalty. The names are so confusing. Oh my god. But there been no front wing. Adam Jack still has a front wing, but also major damage. So the bottom three already going to be very far behind the pack. Bean starting in P2, I believe. Dropping back all those positions. Where can I? No. Oh yes, as we can see here, Bean started in P2 indeed. So he will go to the front with Khan still leading his debut race in Tier 1. It's going to be him, AFJ and Rank being close. While the rest is already dropping off. AFJ and Khan both on the medium tire. Rank on the soft tire. Which will probably drop off a lot earlier than those mediums, as those mediums can last a very long time. Few people looking for a move, but nothing severe yet. As it's McKeever, Adam Jack and Bean all into the pits. A lot of damage, a lot of drama in lap 1 and 2. As Adam Jack has left the session. Let's hope he rejoins shortly. And it will be these 3 drivers who probably will be the ones battling for the win, as Gotting just can't seem to get close to the top 3. And Britain and Glaudemakers also not really making any big inroads. So it will be Rank actually going for the move on AFJ. He's gonna be on the outside. The AlphaTauris keep it work together to keep him behind, as AFJ thereby takes the lead off of Khan. But here comes Rank back again. Gets past Khan at least, but the AlphaTauris will work together once again. We have a brilliant camera angle from the game. But Rank will make the move. It's side by side, wheel banging. Why is the camera on the nose? But the rank will get the P2 position. And he will certainly now be hunting AFJ. Now the AlphaTauris can't work together anymore. Why is this finally? Why did the game director want to film the nose so much? The rank in P2 has the DRS on AFJ. The AlphaTauris can work together, can't work together anymore like they worked together before. So now it will be rank going for the move. Actually, it will be Khan going for the move on rank. And Khan gets back the position. But rank will try to get a little bit of a switchback, a better run out of turn 3. Gets the DRS. But the AlphaTauris just keep working together very nicely. And they keep the 1-2. As Adam Jack has rejoined the session. Probably had PC issues. And most certainly is going to be hoping for a safety car. As he has pitted to replace his wing at least. So he will not be getting lapped. So if the safety car comes, he will most certainly be able to get back to the pack. It's a yellow flag actually. It's Adam Jack who has spun in turn 1. Get out of the way, Adam Jack. Oh, it's been a disaster first race for him. PC issues as well. Was involved in that first crash. Such a shame. He drives off again, but he's gonna need to hope for a miracle. As he is going very slowly actually. What is happening to Adam Jack? He might be having some wheel issues actually. As Gutting actually, or sorry, Khan has pulled away from AFJ to get a 1 second gap and keep everyone behind out of the DRS. But it's Gutting who is in P4 and is already back in the DRS from P2. So will Gutting on the hard tires, which will last the longest, be able to make something happen in this race, especially against, for example, Rank, who is on the softs. It's still a yellow flag for Adam Jack. And it's Van Dijk who gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. You can get them easily around here, but it's still that early is not very good. Of course, he had that 5-second penalty earlier as well. Oh no, that was Adam Jack, sorry. He served it in the pits. Adam Jack, I assume, is going to retire soon, as he's still hobbling. Yep, he takes the I have no clue what's gone wrong with Adam Jack, as I have never seen this before. But it does not look good, that's for sure. As it's now the top 4 all within the same DRS. As Gutting actually is on the verge of dropping out, but will get it for this next lap as Adam Jack retires into the pits, like was expected. It's sad for Adam Jack, probably wheel issues or something related to that, or PC issues. As it's AFJ back into the lead as these AlphaTauris just keep swapping positions. They have worked together brilliantly so far, but will they be able to keep behind Rank and Gotting? As Gotting at some point will have the better tires on those hard tires. You would expect that Rank's tires have dropped off by now compared to the medium tires, but it's hard to say. He's still very close to Khan in P2, only 1.5 tenths behind. It's gonna be Khan going back past AFJ once again. As it will be Rank looking for the move. We'll try to go around the outside, but there won't be any space there. He will have the DRS, but so will AFJ now, as Khan has gone past before the DRS zone. The AFJ goes back into P1. Here they come over the line again. Britain with a 3-second time penalty, also for the corner cutting. We will probably see a few more of these penalties. But it's of course a great benefit if you can keep your penalties low. As Khan goes into P1 once again. The AlphaTauris just keep swapping positions, but Khan had a little bit of a mistake going out of turn 3. But they will once again swap. Yes, there the swap is. AFJ back into P1 once again. This is getting a bit dull, isn't it? If they just keep swapping positions. But it has to be said that Khan in P2 swapping P1 with a teammate just shows how pacey he is. Tier 2 champion last season and now flying high in P2 in Tier 1. But the race is still long. Still 26 laps to go, of course. So here they go in the DRS zone once again, but now it will be Rank going for the move. He is already into P2 and he will go for P1 as well. He goes around the outside of AFJ. They go side by side. They have a little bit of contact once again. Rank is through. Now it's AFJ though with the DRS. And he will go past once again. And Rank will be thinking to himself, what do I have to do? As Khan goes for the move back past once again. There was a lot of contact there. And that means now even Gotting will try and make the move on Rank. Rank will not let it up though. And keeps fighting for that position. And he's still into P3. But Gotting surely has the better tires now. So he will keep pressure on Rank for the coming laps for sure. Though Rank getting pretty close to that P1 position. But the AlphaTauri duo get back past once again. As they swap positions once again on the straight. As it's a yellow flag, it's for Bean. Does Bean still have his entire front wing? I think he does. So we go back now to the front. It's still the same positions. These AlphaTauris just keep fighting for the P1 and P2. And they keep it together. Will they be able to till the pit stops? It's looking likely. As it's Britain actually going into the pits. Probably going for that hard tire. As AFJ goes back once again. Yes, Britain is the first to pit. Going onto the hard tire. Will of course make it to the end. It's Khan defending from Rank. Rank trying once again to get past. He might this time though, as he now has the inside and is past. Rank is into P2. With those 12 lap old softs, it's certainly impressive that he still looks like the fastest driver in the top pack. Now Rank, will he be going for the move? He has that DRS of course, is in the slipstream. We'll wait for the next straight. Tucks into his slipstream immediately once again, turns on the DRS. Gets closer and closer. As he doesn't go for the move actually, he opts to stay behind. Maybe try to make a move later on, as it's also Van Dijk going into the pits now for the hard tires. But Khan gets back past Rank once again. So Rank must be absolutely fuming after seeing nothing but two AlphaTauris in front of him the entire race. Trying his best to get through, but just not being able to. As the top four all stay out once again. What will Rank be able to do this lap? Will he be able to do anything? As he has a little mistake, and now it's Gotting actually going for the move, and he is past. And Gotting will now be the one trying to get back past the AlphaTauris. Of course, is on the hard tires once again. I'm repeating myself a lot, actually, literally, because what Ice Cream said as well. The rest is just in their own world, doing TT. Nice to get some extra practice on what is a pretty hated track on this game, due to the nature of losing the car a lot of the time and having to drift through the corners a lot. Will we see Rank now come in to get a bit of an undercut? No, he elects to stay out once again. Yeah, turn 3 is probably the worst though. Turn 4 I think it is, after the third DRS, is probably also very bad. As it's now finally Gotting getting into it, going for the move. Down the inside of Khan. What a beautiful move. It's a bit of contact, but he looks like... Oh, he's actually lost the position once again, but he's still gonna fight it. He's gonna make a double move actually. Oh, he elects to stay back out of it. Sorry, we are back. We had a little bit of a knock on the door, but it's Rank now going into the pits. 15 laps on those soft tires. He has done well, 16 actually, as it's Gotting, who, while I was gone, got into P2 and will now have the DRS on AFJ once again, but it will actually be Khan, who looks like he's going for the move down the inside. It's not really working out so far, but he's still relatively close behind. But it doesn't look like... Oh, Gotting actually is going for that move. He backs out of it a bit, as it was a very difficult move to pull off. But still, he keeps that second position, which will allow him to go back at it again the next lap. As Rank has gone to the medium tires, which will be a huge undercut, as we actually see Khan going into the pits as well to cover off that undercut a bit. But will Rank have already done the damage, so to speak? As it's Bean as well, who has gone into the pits, sadly has been left. So it will be very difficult for him to get back into the race. But it's Gotting now. Around the outside, he's looking to go off Alex Fox Johnson. Going side by side. But he doesn't make the move, but he does get back into the slipstream with the DRS. Fox Johnson ahead is flashing. So he's gonna go for the move once again around the outside. Oh, there's a lot of contact once again. Gotting keeps going for it though, stays on that inside, going into the next turns. And he will be ahead of Fox Johnson after a very hard battle. And as Rank has pulled a massive gap to Khan by that undercut, a 3.5 second gap to Khan now, which will mean that Rank will be very far ahead of Khan and AFJ. Now AFJ is boxing to those probably hard tires. That also means Gotting will be pretty far behind Rank when he comes in, but he has the luxury that he can stay out longer. As there is Rank with the fastest lap of the race. As AFJ has gone behind his teammate with a 1.3 second gap, is now already 5 seconds behind Rank. Well, Rank on that medium tire, which is a very strong tire to be on. As Van Dijk actually has made the move on Conor McKeever because Conor McKeever has pitted. Lovely. No you, Nicolaj, no you. As Gotting still staying out, as Bean gets a 3 second penalty, which will probably not do that much unless unless a safety car comes where he can catch back up to the back. As I now hear that Adam Jack's F1 has crashed while doing a pit stop and had red rear damage. I'll just ignore that what you just sent me, Nielsen. As it's Glaudemakers who has now also come into the pits. He's also probably going to go on that medium tire, but Gotting decides to still stay out. Well, it's Bean now going for the overtake on the race leader to unlap himself. Bean, of course, being on 17 lap old, lap softer, or lap younger hard tires. Oh, had to find the word there. It's been a rough evening, so to say. A bit of technical issues, so to speak. As it's now going to be Gotting finally going into the pits, but how far will he be behind Rank? You think it will be a lot, as Rank was only 6.5 seconds behind Gotting before he came into the pits. So Rank will now, of course, be leading the race. And will only have 5 lap younger tires, or older tires than Gotting. So it will be hard for Gotting To get back towards rank, it's actually Archie Britton is almost at the rear of Gotting. He's only a little bit behind. And now there's a big gap everywhere on the track. Lovely stuff. Lovely entertainment for now. As Conor McKeever gets the fastest lap on his newest medium tires. He is in P9 or P8 right now. He will be hoping with his lack of time penalties that there is maybe gonna come a safety car. But even without it, he will probably be able to catch up to both Van Dijk and Britton with his much younger tires. So everyone watching the stream, I want to ask you something. How much worse, or better maybe, probably not, am I than Luke Martin at commentating? Just a question to keep the chat interactive. Well, thank you, Ice Cream. I would hope so. As AFJ is now in the DRS of Khan. But it's still looking like, with that gap, it's still a 5.5 second gap towards rank from Khan. Will they be able to bridge that gap at the end of the race? It doesn't look that likely, as you can see how good this medium tires still were as the AlphaTauri swap positions. Khan probably thinking AFJ is the faster car right now. AFJ is sadly the most accomplished driver in Amethyst racing, with a few world titles to his name in Tier 1. He will be looking to start off Season 9 well if he can catch up back to rank. It's gonna be a hard task. Ooh, a little engineering. Oops. AJ not having the most battery, which you would expect would be different the other way around if you swap the positions. As Van Dijk goes into the pits once again. Is that for damage, or has he decided? No, he just decided, hey, I'm gonna do a Conor Radcliffe and I'm gonna do a two-stop, which, as we have seen before, does not work on this game, as it's a battle for P5, as Glaudemakers is trying to make the move. I can't get a good camera. Where is he? Finally. Glaudemakers will try and make the move, as Britain is already flashing on so much older tires Britain is, and the harder compound. We are not gonna include that in commentary, but Glaudemakers will certainly try and make the move soon on Britain. He turns on the ERS and the DRS. He gets past Britain into P5 for the debutant. Will Archie Britton be able to make some kind of switchback. They're both flashing now. Archie Britton is not known for giving up positions easily, but he has to this time. Schloudemakers is well ahead. As Van Dijk gets another 3-second time penalty. As the gap at the front is disappearing pretty quickly, as AFJ has already made a 1.3 gap inroad, or 1.3 second inroad on rank in P1. The gap coming down from 5.5 seconds to 4.2. Britain is full time in Tier 1. I hate these nose cams. I have no clue what to do about it. As it's Van Dijk who now has the fastest lap. It's a 1:5.352. He still will not be happy with that P8, with only 9 drivers being in the race due to Adam Jack's red rear wing damage, which caused him to retire. Will these AlphaTauris be able to catch back up to rank? It's gonna be interesting to say the least, as it looks like Gotting might also be pushing a bit to get closer to these AlphaTauris, but it doesn't look like his medium tire advantage is giving him too much time. As from P5 onward, it's literally a time trial session with 10-second gaps from P5 to P4, from P7 to P6, from P8 to P7, and from P9 to P8. And after saying Gotting hasn't gained too much time, he has actually gained around 7/10 in the last lap, which is a pretty big improvement, seeing as the laps before that he was not improving anything. But it's still a 2.8 seconds gap. Will he be able to do anything? And maybe battle for that P2 if P1 is not a possibility. So he gets a bit of a snap actually. It's a good question why the alphas aren't swapping, because it doesn't look like they're gaining time at all, and seeing the ERS situations as well, it looks like they should definitely think about swapping at least on this straight, because DRS is what gains the most time here around Austria with the 3 DRS straights. Will they finally go for it? Yes, they finally swap. But it doesn't look likely at all that that 4-second gap to P1 is going to be bridged. So rank may have pulled a strategical masterclass by going for the massive undercut. As with his only 1 and 2 lap older tires than Khan and AFJ, he's still 4 seconds ahead. As Gotting actually is only 2 seconds now behind, so if he can catch up a little bit more, to these AlphaTauris, he will definitely be in the battle for P1 or for P2. As AOJ is once again in P2 leading the AlphaTauris. But the rank will be absolutely laughing in the cockpit. Oh, that sounded way too sus. He will be laughing in his car right now as he sees that that gap is just not coming down at all. Well, Khan and Gotting will also probably be very happy with Khan being the tier 1 debutant. Or not the debutant actually, he reserved last season, but his first race as a main driver in tier 1. And Gotting, with his gap coming down with 10s per lap, will also be thinking, hey, this P2 might very well be possible. I don't know if they will battle for P2 actually. I think it will be very dependent on if Gotting catches up to the AlphaTauris. Because if Gotting is in the DRS, which he might well be, as the gap is now only 1.6 seconds, and it's still coming down. I think if he is in the DRS, they will certainly try to keep the 2-3. But if he's not in the DRS on the final lap, I definitely see Khan going for the move and maybe try to get that P2. Oh, that is actually true, yeah. A bean being lapped looks like, if my, oh yeah, he's, Bean, it looks like he is a bit slower than the front pack, probably trying to let Rank get in his DRS. Though, to be fair, I don't think Rank is gonna get caught anyway, so I don't know if it's really that valuable. As with only 3 laps to go, it's Gotting now in the DRS of the AlphaTauris, but Rank with that 3.7 second gap will pretty much be guaranteed to win this race if he doesn't throw it away. Gotting gets a bit of a snap, but will catch up a lot to the 2 AlphaTauris in front, as we see AFJ already flashing, which will not allow him to defend much, but Gotting is also flashing, which means Gotting will also not be able to attack that easily. He had to spend a lot of ERS to try and catch up to the AlphaTauris. Will he have anything in the tank to attack these AlphaTauris, who at the start of the race proved they could work together very, very well? So it's gonna be very difficult if he doesn't have that ERS. So go into the final 2 laps. P1 and P5 till P10 look pretty much certain. But P2 to P4 is still an interesting battle, as it will be Gotting going into the slipstream. Gonna try to catch up as much as he can to AFJ, who is in P2. It's gonna take a little bit of a wider line to get a good exit. And the gap is going down to AFJ. Is he gonna go for the move on Khan here? He chooses the outside line, while Khan is very much on the inside. A little bit of wheel banging. Can Gutting keep his car on the inside? The answer is no. He has to concede there. But still is very, very close behind Khan. Will actually go for the dive bomb into this corner. And he makes the move. It looked pretty clean. And it's now Gutting into P3 with only AFJ right ahead of him. Will he be able to gain 7 tenths to AFJ with these 3 DRS turrets? Will he be able to overtake? Or will Khan maybe be able to overtake Gutting once again? Only being 2 tenths behind. It's the final lap. What will happen? It's gonna be Gutting catching up as much as he can. They're all flashing except Khan. Khan going for the move, going for the dive. Into turn 3, almost hits AFJ and there's a lot of contact. And he pushes Gutting fully off the track, but Gutting gets back past him. And I think Khan has mostly thrown away his own chances there. Gutting gets back into P3. And this will most likely be the finishing order. No real overtaking opportunities. And it's a 5-second penalty for corner cutting and gaining 1 position. It's gonna be the question if that is going to be removed. I think it will, but you never know. But it's going to be Rank into the final corner. Has dominated this Austria race. Rank wins in Austria to kick off season 9. It's going to be AFJ in P2. Gutting P3. Khan getting P3 after the penalty. But most likely will end up in P4. It's going to be Glaudemakers going into the final turns on his debut. Gets a steady P5. And it's actually relatively close because of Britain's time penalty, but Britain will get that P6. It's gonna be Conor McKeever in P7. Van Dijk gets another penalty, will finish in P8. And it's now just waiting for Mr. Bean in P9. Who's a fair play for driving this race out all the way. He was ready to help his teammate if Rank needed it. But Rank, with such a dominant strategy, didn't even need him at all. Still a 3.3 second gap. As Bean is gonna reverse over the finish line if he's actually... Oh, he's doing some donuts. Oh, lovely. Ah, yes. This was the content I was waiting for. Lovely stuff. I actually need to take a screenshot this time, as last time I totally forgot, but there it is. Khan getting on the podium, but Rank winning the race for Mercedes. It looked like a Mercedes versus AlphaTauri battle from qualifying onwards, and we certainly got one. It was Rank domination in Tier 1. As we will now, if that actually is gonna work. We will hop over to some interviews and get to talk to a few drivers. So be right back. And here we are with the race winner. Rank, how are you feeling after? Oh, AFJ man, what the hell? Here we are with the race winner. Rank, how are you? I'm gonna ban this guy for real.
That's false. I actually won the race. I crossed the line
Yeah,
before him.
Bean actually won the race technically, so congratulations, Bean.
Yeah, congratulations, Bean. Fantastic race from you. No, Rank, we want to hear from you. How do you feel after this dominant display?
Yeah, mate. Why was doing a
Right, we're running
disappearing
the
trick?
interviews now,
Yep,
boys.
yep. Oh, I can't say that. Last time I said I'm running the interview, I got kicked by Connor, so I'm not gonna say
Okay,
anything.
we
I'm not gonna
finally
say anything bad.
we finally timed out AFJ. We can now actually do the fucking interview.
Just joking.
How are you feeling after this fantastic dominant display?
Um, Bean, yeah. How do you feel after this dominant
Oh
display?
fuck.
It's clear. I couldn't get his DRS, so I think he won the
We're
race.
clear.
Bean's player, mate, dominated.
Nah, if you
He was
want to
so
start a
quick.
bean, we can actually.
He was so quick. He was lap ahead. Like,
Oh my god,
like
he was
I was
insane.
sitting, I was
Now,
sitting after
basically,
him.
right, in qualifying, first lap was pretty good, and then we were just messing around for the other few laps, so I didn't improve. And I still got pretty close to pole, so I don't really care. And then first corner, it was I just got a terrible start, and then I got hit by someone behind at turn 3, so down to P7, and then at the last corner, everyone was going slowly, so I went for a move, and someone sort of, well, I wouldn't say didn't leave me enough space, but they just swerved right a little bit, so
Nah, they killed you.
they
Be
did.
honest.
And then front wing damage, got hit by someone from behind, rear wing damage, into the wall, floor damage, into the wall again, diffuser damage, back into the Alpine, more floor damage, and then, yeah, it was just great. And then we were just vibing, and I was actually lapping faster than rank at the end, which is
Yeah,
crazy,
it's
and that's
crazy.
also embarrassing. And we'd like to say well done to the Alpha Tauris for sweating out that race and still not winning. So we are having a great time.
Ah,
So yeah.
lovely stuff.
Imagine sweating and losing.
Nah, but being so caught up in a few incidents in the first lap, if I swear if AFJ is gonna move me down again, I'm gonna ban him. But yeah, it's a bit of an unlucky race, of course. But at the end, it looked like you were maybe gonna help your teammate with a bit of DRS if he was gonna need it. But
Yeah, I mean, if he did get DRS, he was getting it for 1 lap and then he was gone. So, but I managed to keep, I managed to keep him out of it. So,
He was
very
so
nice.
fast. He was so fast. Like my voice just wasn't reaching him because the sound wave was just slow, man. I couldn't reach him, you know. So
we're too good.
yeah, he was just cooking the whole lobby, mate. Honestly,
Ah,
like
but
I was actually scared of Bean. Like the whole lap time.
okay, okay. But
Anyway,
rank
uh,
back to
oh,
the serious part of the race because you were fighting a lot with the AlphaTauris.
That is a joke. Oh,
can't wait for all the sweats to come back and then we all get cooked. So,
Okay,
yep.
he's got a timeout for a week. He can cool down till the next tier 1 race. Nah, but rank after all those battles with the AlphaTauris in the first few laps, you went for the undercut and you pulled out immediately like a 5 second gap, I think. Um, how did you get the strategy so right?
To be honest, I didn't get the strategy right at all. The Alpha Tower was just fighting.
nah, they tried the DRS train to catch up and it just didn't work
And then
because we're too good.
I just let Gotting go by because he was quicker. All I had to do was stay behind, and the Alpha Tower just insisted on fighting. So I was like, okay, and I just let Gotting by, and then that gave me another safety net, and then I had another DRS for the next 3 4 laps when the Alpha Tower were fighting Gotting. So yeah,
Yeah, because you were able to keep up a lot of time, a lot of laps while on the soft tires. Well, at some point they must have been pretty wet.
No, no.
Um,
For like lap 7, I knew I was gonna lose DRS in the upcoming laps. And lap 10, yeah, literally, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead to see what they do, alright? This is basically the whole time. I was just basically saying, I'm gonna put a big fat hole in between their DRS train, like the two guys DRSing each other, because it was honestly annoying me. And then Bean was like, yeah, fuck it, just start fighting them. So, so I just sent it straight down the middle at one point, and yeah, it didn't stick obviously because the tires were shit. And all I had to do was let Gotting go by, and the AlphaTauri boys started fighting him again. And that was another 3-4 laps of DRS. I was doing like I think second slower towards the end on a soft stint. Obviously, the three bozos ahead of me fighting basically gifted me DRS. And lap 16 was when they started pulling away, even when they were fighting. And then I decided to pit because my tires were pretty cooked. And after that, fresh mediums. I had clean air, undercut, and I think Alex stayed out a little bit longer as well on the mediums. So it wasn't too difficult to pull that gap. It was I knew it'd be more difficult to keep that gap at the end, so I was more worried about the end than the beginning, to be honest.
yeah, but the gap was still like 3.5 seconds or something at the end. But you said that you didn't get the strategy right, but to me it sounds like letting the AlphaTauris destroy each other. Sounds like exactly you got the strategy exactly right, and it showed in
Nah,
the end with a very big gap.
well, you can't call me a genius when the two guys basically sabotaged each other's race. So, and obviously, it would be nice if Mr. Bean here gave me DRS, but like I said, his VTEC was kicking in, yo.
Nah, Bean is useless. Should get back to tier 2. He's
Hey,
washed.
Bean just cooked the whole lobby,
What do you
mate.
mean?
Is all I'm gonna say. I think we should focus more on Bean, to be honest with
You
you.
Nah,
getting
we
getting
focused
gapped
enough
when
on
I've got
Bean.
damage on every
Like,
imaginable surface on my car.
Yeah,
he
that's a
I
bit
had no
rough.
floor, no diffuser, no
no
rear
front.
wing.
Did you have red rearing damage like Adam Jack? No.
It wasn't red, but it was yellow,
Yeah,
and that's
so
pretty bad around Austria.
ah,
Black and yellow.
sounds to
It
me a
was.
bit like a skill issue, to be honest. But anyway, thank you very much.
What is this guy on about?
Thank you very much for
Yeah,
joining me up
I
here.
think you should start asking more questions to Bean, to be
We're not gonna do that at all. I'm gonna very quickly wrap up the stream and stop it here to end this torture. I hope the stream wasn't too much of a disappointment, not hearing Luke Martin's beautiful voice. Um, I'm sure that's a disappointment to all. It sadly was indeed me, Rolf and Loon, this week, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. So, bye.